So many pieces all back together now. What's your vision?
My name is Elmanny, Emmanuel. That's my real name, aka Elmanny. I'm an artist, make music, I'm a performer, I'm a songwriter.
You are the apple of my eyes. You be my heart desire.
I think it goes for same for everyone. Something you discover, I think, when you're like younger, and then it takes guts to push it forward and take it to like the professional level. So I think it happened like 4 years ago, but definitely before then, it's been like the church choir thingy. But yeah, decided to push it out. Okay, well, I was still in school then. I was in the university then, so right from when we were 100 level, I had this friend, his name is UC, he's a big producer now in Abuja. So he had this laptop in the hostel then where we always freestyle and we vibe. So I think majorly started picking up from there basically until the studio thing happened, finally went into the studio and then we made a record. And the way it is in university, everybody liked it then. I'm like, oh, you start feeling like, oh, okay, I think I'm doing something right, which people really like. And then the more I did it, the more I grew in it, or the more it became a part of me. Yeah. Okay, I think the truth is, I actually never really told them. Yeah, I actually didn't tell them. I think while I was in school and my big brothers, they were unit mates and they were always making music. So like I said, I've always had it inside too. So I just started and everybody accepted it. Though it came with a clause that I can't drop out of school. My parents were not going to hear any of that. They value education so much, so they were like, okay, it's fine. We're not going to stand in the way of your music so long as you finish your school. So I think it was easier. I finished and I just continued, man. There was no fracas anywhere. I just continued. Well, I think it would have been better if I schooled in Unilag. I schooled way in the north, Fruits Mina. So that's Abuja and the environs and stuff. So most of the times when you're there is because of the people, the area, the northerners and all that stuff. So most of the times I was making music in school. At the same time, I was always coming to Lagos. I was like 13 hours by road. So, but when you have this thing inside of you, you want to see it work. You're willing to do whatever it takes to just see it work. So I was always traveling, always coming to Lagos and all that. So I don't know. I wouldn't really say, personally, I think the education delayed it, to be honest. But at the same time, I have no regrets because it's always a plus for you when you're educated, in the real sense. Of course, I'm not saying if you're not educated, you can't make it, but at least it's just an addition for you. So, well, I think it was just a phase. The whole university passed and we're still here. Well, I think it's the same thing we all go through as emerging artists. Capital. And obviously, finding people enough to want to invest in your craft or to want to invest in your talent. It can be crazy. And sometimes you see people less talented being blown. So these days we're just moving around in circles basically. We're just praying while we're working hard. We're still asking God for grace, to be seen or something. So but at the end of the day, it's the same old thing. We all pass through capital. I think if you have the capital to do what needs to be done, then social media isn't going to have a choice but to see you if your stuff is good. So, but it takes time, but it's going to come around at the end of the day. Okay, future plans for a career. I got a song coming out December 8th. I mean, I got a lot of songs already out on every online store, Apple Music and the rest. So I got a new song coming out December 8th. It's a club banger, something people can dance to for the celebration period that's coming up. So I also done a couple of collaborations, both home and abroad. I have an international collaboration with 2 Jamaican artists. I just did a collaboration to one of my big brothers in the industry. That should be out too. So I think with time, everything is going to unveil, but next year is really going to be loud. Yeah, next year is going to be very, very loud. Like, that's how it's going to be next year. But the future looks very good from where I'm sitting. It looks good. At this point, I've always wanted to diversify actually, because initially back then I was doing music. I was also going for roles as an actor. You know, God rest his soul. I got a role with the late Amaka Igwe, but I think it was after I went back to school. That's why I said, you know, education is always going to play its role. Like, you can't take it out, except you just want to leave it and just do music. But so we did the audition when I was in Lagos, and by the time I went back to school, I was called to come and pick the role, but I couldn't at the time because I was back in school until her demise. So yeah, I still want to diversify. Files inspires me a lot. The way he handles everything, the whole acting and the whole music industry, and he wins the award for both. So if he can, then I think I can do better. So I actually want to diversify. Acting, make music. I want to also be a successful businessman. You know, just want to touch down everywhere. Okay, what keeps the hope for me basically is, you know, I literally have gotten to the stage in my life where I understand everything is time. You can't force it. It's not because you're not working, it's just because it's not your timing. So I think for me, I don't want my time to meet me unprepared. So no matter how long it takes, I'm going to keep working till it meets me up. So I think it's the same advice I'm going to give to everyone, because that's actually what has gotten me this far. I had a really good year actually. Toured a lot of celebrities and artists over the years. You know, even this year was very wonderful for me. But at the same time, if you're not going to pop, you're not going to pop. Like, even if somebody gives you 10 million, if it's not your time, it's not your time. You can't force it. So I think basically for me, it's just keep working hard, or just keep doing you. You know, just prepare for the fame, because the fame is going to come so long as you stick to your craft. So stick to your craft, build your fan base, your core fan base. Build your fan base. While you're waiting for the bigger audience, you need to have a smaller audience. So build your small audience and just keep doing you. At the right time, is going to pop. You're going to pop, and before you know, you're going to be everywhere. I think that's how it works for everyone, because I've read about these people at the top, because there's no way you're going to be something if you're not studying people who are there already. So I've read about them. You know, everybody had their struggles, everybody had their success story and all. So it's the same thing. It's no different. So long as you don't give up and you keep doing what you're doing, it's gonna happen surely.
So many pieces all back together now. What's your vision?